Do you know what's funny? Back in December 2021, when I started my online business journey, I thought I just needed a laptop and internet connection. Maybe I spent $10 a month on hosting, right? Fast forward to 2026, and I have been spent over 10,000 on things I never even know exist when I started. And here's the thing, most of that was not hosting, not even close if we are watching this thinking. And I just built a website and started making money. I need to show you something because they are real cost. They are hiding in plain state and nobody tells about them until you are already bleeding money. I am Vishwajit and today I am breaking down the actual cost of running online businesses. The step that made me question everything multiple times. Stick around because at the 7th minute I am going to show you the on expense that killed my first major project and how you can avoid it. So here's my credibility for talking about this. I started in 2021 with literally zero money and zero experience. Just a kid in Bangladesh watching into videos during COVID lockdown. I have failed at online service, boomed at CPA marketing and completely tanked a project called Winner CPA that I was convinced would change everything. That failure alone cost me 6 months and few thousands dollars I don't have. But here's what those failures taught me: the difference between what it looks like running an online business cost versus what it actually costs. And that gap, that's where most people quit. I'm not standing here as a same guru who figured it all out. I am into running Maxbe Marketing still in my second year of university. But I am exactly the person who can tell you this honestly because I was living it right now. In 2026, with real numbers and real mistakes still fresh, let's start with what everyone knows about. The step that is every know how to start online businesses. Article, domain, and hosting. Yeah, you can know this on 10 to 15 bucks per month for a domain, maybe 5 to 30 per month for a hosting. That's the easy part. This is the part that tracks you into thinking online businesses is cheap. Maybe a website builder, Wix, Shopify, or WordPress premium themes. Let's say 10 to 30 bucks per month. So here we are looking at maybe 300 to 500 bucks per month year. Manageable, right? This is where everyone stop calculating. This is the trap. Because if you're running an online business only costs 500 bucks a year, everyone would be doing it successfully, but they're not. There's a reason. Here's why it gets interesting. Remember when I spent a year working as a mechanic back in 2018, one thing I learned where the initial essential is know the real cost. A customer comes in 4 and oil change if you win the hood and suddenly you are looking at a warm timing bulb, licking the gasket and breaking the pads that should have been replaced 5,000 miles ago. Online business is exactly the same. You open the hood and reality hits you in the face. So let me show you what's under the hood. Those are the costs that actually drain your bank account. Cost 1. Tools and software stack. 100 bucks to 500 bucks month. This is the big on. And it's next up you because each tool seems cheap individually. Email marketing platform, 30 to 100 bucks per month depending on your list size. I use ConvertKit, started at 29 bucks, now paying 79 because my list grow. SEO tools, Ahrefs, SEMrush, Ubersuggest, minimum 99 bucks per month. I tried to Google going without those. Spent 3 months creating content that went nowhere because I was guessing instead of using data. That failure cost me way more than 99 bucks. Project management, Notion, Asana, ClickUp, 10 to 20 bucks per month. Design tools, Canva Pro is 13 bucks per month. Adobe Creative Cloud if you are serious. 55 bucks month. Analytics, Buoyant, Google Analytics, Hotjar, Microsoft Clarity, premium features, competition tracking tools, another 30 to 80 bucks per month. Here's what nobody tells you. You don't need all of those on their own. But as you grow, each one solves the real problem and it's saying, I will do it manually. Using means you are spending 10 hours doing what a 30 bucks tool does in 10 minutes. I learned this the hard way with my Winner CPA project failure. I refused to pay for proper keyword research tools. Thought I could outsmart the algorithm with free tools and intuition. 6 months later, zero online traffic. That project failed pretty because I was cheap in the wrong place. Cost number 2, payment processing fees. 3 to 5% of everything that's on make you lag now. But it hurt when I first discovered it. If you make 100 sell conversations, you actually made 97 Stripe takes 2.9% plus 0.30 cent. PayPal is similar. International transaction at another 1 to 2%. If you are running a $5,000 business, you are giving 100 to 250 to payment for processor. Every single month, it's not optional, it's the cost of doing business online. But when you are starting out and calculating profit margins, forgetting these 3 to 5% completely weeks on numbers. Cost 3. Advertising and traffic. The unpredictable business now I focus on heavily SEO and organic traffic. So this is not my biggest expense. But here's the reality in 2026. Organic reach on social media is basically dead. Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads are looking at minimum 300 to 500 bucks per month to see any meaningful results. And that's you know what you are doing. When you are learning, multiply that by 3 to 5 ads at dedication cost. I know people spending 2,000 to 500,000 bucks monthly on ad to just maintain their businesses. That's 24,000 to 60,000 per year. This is the why I proved it hard to into SEO. Yes, SEO tool cost money, but you build an asset. Ad spend dissipates the moment you stop paying cost for content creation, time or money. Pick your passion: who video editing, software, thumbnail designers, copywriters, virtual assistant. This category sells with your ambition. Doing everything yourself, you are not paying money, but you are paying in time. And time is the most expensive resource you have. I spend about 6 to 8 hours on each YouTube video. That's writing, recording, editing, thumbnail optimization. If I valued my time at even 20 bucks per hour, that's 120 to 160 per video in opportunity cost. Or I could hire in out for 100 to 300 bucks per video and use those 6 to 8 hours to actually grow in the business. There's no right answer here, but here is the cost. Always cost 5. Learning and skill development. The investment nobody regrets: courses, books, coaching, masterminds. I have spent around 2,000 on education since 2021. Same course were worth 10x what I paid. Others were completely useless. But here's the thing, I don't regret any of it, even the bad ones, because they are taught me what not to do. That's actually valuable information in 2026. Information is everywhere, but structured, tested, proven information that saves you 6 months of trial and error. That's worth paying for. Let me tell you about the expense that killed Winner CPA. I built this entire platform, spent months on content. I hate everything ready, but I refuse to invest in proper market research and validation. I thought, know what people needed. Turns out I did. The project failed not because of hosting cost or domain fees. It failed because I did not spend 200 bucks on proper audience research upfront. That saved me 200 cost with 6 months and about 3,000 in total expense on a project nobody wanted. That's when I learned being cheap in the wrong areas in the most expensive things you can do. The mechanic in mind should have been no better. You can't diagnose a problem without the right diagnosis tools. Same with business. So what does it actually cost to run an online business in 2026? Year on, Bootstrap made 3,000 to 7,000 bucks. This includes domain, hosting, essential tools, some paid traffic, learning, and education. That assumes you are doing most work yourself. Sustainable growth made 12,000 to 24,000 per year. Better tools, some outsourcing, consistent content creation, proper analytics. This is where you are actually building a real business. Scaling made 50,000 plus per year. Team members, advanced tools, significant and ad spend, professional. Everything. This is the when you are paying to win. God just served those numbers scared when I first calculated them honestly. But here's the perspective shift that's still cheaper. A brick and mortar business if finances face the most traditional business models. The difference is online business costs are spread out of often feel like death by the thousand subscriptions. Here's the what changed my relationship with those costs. Stop thinking about them as expenses. Start thinking about them as the infrastructure. When I was learning to be mechanic, we had thousands of dollars in tools. Each tool was an investment that made me work possible. You don't get made a versus for costing money. It's infrastructure. Your email platform, infrastructure. Your SEO tools, infrastructure. Your education, infrastructure. This question is not how you can I avoid those costs. The question is which costs actually move my business forward and which ones I am paying for out for fair and completion. I did use every tool that exists. I use the tools that solve actual problem I am experiencing right now. So here's what you do with those information on. make a real budget and 50% of whatever you think you will spend. That's your actual number 2. Prioritize tools that gather data or save your massive time. Those pays you themselves. 3. Be willing to invest in learning and but be ruthless about ROI. If your courses doesn't give you actionable step, stop buying from that person. 4. Start with organic strategy. Your strategies where possible, SEO, YouTube, content marketing. They cost time upfront but compound over the without combination is investment. 5. Track everything. I use a simple spreadsheet. Every expense, every result. I'll be shocked at what you are paying for that you don't actually use. I am not there to scare you away from starting an online business. I'm here to make sure you don't quit because you are not prepared for reality. The costs are real, but so are the opportunities. I started with $0 in 2021. It's 2026 now. I am running Maxbe Marketing, teaching what I have learned, and actually making this work. Not because I found some shortcut, because I accepted the real cost and built anyway. If this video helped you see what actually coming, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want more honest breakdowns like this. No hype, just real experience from someone who is still in the teenage with you. And drop a comment what's on the cost you don't expect when you started. Let's learn from each other. I am Bishwajit and I will see you in the next on. Bye.